Hello everybody and welcome back. I am Carrick, so we're continuing on as Burma. And I do slightly apologize. There's going to be a little bit of a hiccup here. Um, I've had to re-record this a number of times because I've realized that, in fact, I've recorded this series. For some reason I didn't experience this with the Chile run, but recording this series, I've realized that this game runs terribly. Like, terribly. I have a pretty good computer because we do the YouTube stuff and because we do the Twitch stuff. So we have a powerful computer to help us achieve that more than just sort of playing the game normally, being able to record and stream and so on and so forth. And still, this game takes up like an insane amount of CPU usage. And I usually record with the CPU because I find that the quality is a little bit higher than doing the graphics recording. Whereas when I stream, I usually just do the graphics card. Anyways, technical stuff doesn't matter too much. Point of the story is I'm now recording this with the graphics card because the CPU usage for this game is so intense. So I'm hoping the game will actually run better now. And the recording, I don't think I've reviewed the recordings that we've done. I don't think they were like compromised in any way or stuttery or anything. But I think the game overall was kind of like chugging along a little bit. So this should be better now. And I've disabled some of the cosmetic nonsense. I guess apparently these guys are supposed to be animated or something. I've just disabled everything. I turned everything to low, and the game still looks good to me, so it's fine. We still have the mods running. I actually tried running the game without the mods. It's like, oh, Carrix, maybe it's the mods. No, actually the game ran worse with the mods turned off because some of the mods remove some of the 3D objects. Like I have the mod that removes the 3D objects from the map and stuff. Because again, I'm not coming down here staring at this stuff. I don't care about that stuff. I'm just trying to play the game. I'm trying to play a strategy game over here. I don't care about model trains or whatever. I know some people love that stuff. Not me. I'm just here to play the game, make interesting, and you know, bask in the simulation and the interesting decisions that this game can present to us. So. Anyways, point of the story is that's enough of a pre-ramble. Thanks everybody for being here. What's going on with Burma? What's going on with Burma? We need some universities. That's what I'm thinking we need. Let's get some universities up in here. And because we're making a little bit too much money for my taste. And getting educated might be good. Oh, it's... have we applied that? Yeah, we applied that in Poland. Okay. We're thinking about potentially doing colonization action, aren't we? Let's butter up. I don't know. They might be good. Let's just use our info. Let's just butter some people up. I mean, why not, right? Are we trading with Prussia? We might be trading with Prussia somewhat. Doesn't hurt to butter these peeps up. I'm guessing all these ones that are red, they already love us. They already love us, so we're fine. And we're trying to pass appointed bureaucrats. We're doing a great job at that, actually. Legitimacy in the government is 43%. That's not good. It seems like we could ditch the rural folk, but I think, did we say that we wanted the rural folk because they'll support colonial resettlement? No, they oppose this, actually. Huh. They would support getting rid of slavery, which is nice, if we want to try to do that next. I don't know, but honestly, if we could snag... They won't support any of this stuff. Do they support any kind of voting reform? Because presumably they don't get to vote right now, right? The poor rural folk don't get to vote. So if we give them the right to vote, but it doesn't seem like they care. They don't care about the government and how it runs and democracy and stuff. Because as far as they're concerned, nothing's ever improved. So they just want to be left alone, I guess. Central Archives, this is actually going to get us, this is going to definitely give us enough taxation capacity just everywhere that we just don't have to worry about this anymore, period. However, is Pegu actually already, yeah, once this comes in, this will just be donezo. Like, we just won't need this anymore, which will be good. Why is this showing a picture of dynamite? It's literally like a dynamite fuse thing. Struck by a blight. Ooh, this is not good. So 5 years, but we could increase the minimum wealth by 3, which is like a relief. We have plenty of money. 5 years, though. Only 2 years of government expense to increase the minimum wealth by 3. Agricultural output. Okay, good news is I don't think we have much going on in this state, except we do have... Okay, we got to keep changing that. I really wish the game would just we don't care about this other mode. Like this setting shouldn't even exist. It should just be this. Like, come on, guys. I don't understand like the UI. I it baffles me. Like I mean the paradox is a company that has made countless strategy games for decades, and the UIs in these games are the most important feature, and they've been incredible in games past. I mean, it's just hilarious to me that like people always complain about like Hearts of Iron 3, and Hearts of Iron 3 is one of the cleanest, simplest, easiest games to play in the entire catalog. And then basically everything now is like, let's just make the game not Hearts of Iron 3. I don't know. It's just crazy. And you know, Crusader Kings 3, I think actually did do some really cool things with the UI. I think it was good. The UI in this game is just not good. Anyways, point of the story is, no, I don't want to default it to here. I want it to be here so I could actually see things properly. But yeah, these subsistence farmings are going to, subsistence farms here are going to get hit. Honestly, this barely makes anything. This barely makes anything. So yeah, it is what it is. We'll pay a little bit just to make sure the minimum wealth goes up so that people get a little bit of help in these hard times, but it'll be fine. What is this? Who is this? Oh, this is Prussia. This is something going on in Poland. We don't really care about that. 41%. If we could hit this would be fantastic. Please? No. Okay, we'll have to go for another cycle, which is going to take I don't know, a year basically. I mean, I think we should get it on a 51%, right? That insufficient tax capacity is going to get changed when this tech comes around. That'll be interesting to see how effective just making that adjustment is. Okay, we have a little bit of authority here. Bolstering the intelligentsia. Let's suppress... the bourgeois. We still have state religion. We still have state religion. Landowners would actually oppose that, interestingly. Not just the clergy. Guess they have a little bit of a symbiotic relationship. We still have 100 here. So technically we could do another consumption tax, probably. And it looks like on tea it'd be quite profitable. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add this, and then I think what we do is we crank another construction thing. I'm just going to anticipate that we will be able to afford this. So we'll use that consumption tax to be able to build more quickly, and this should be a net gain here. We're going to lose money, but again, we don't mind burning through our reserve a little bit. That's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And I'm hoping when we get this tax, when we get this solved down here, I'm hoping that we have a level 3 port. We could try to go up to a level 5 port by capping out the port here in Pegu. Because these trade routes are just going to be more, they're going to be able to move more goods if we have more convoys. Actually, we're not using all of our convoys. Oh, that's interesting. Well, what can we do with the convoys that we're not using, apparently? Holy cow. Okay, this grain. We got plenty of grain, and in fact, a lot of it's being imported. So let's see if we can export the excess grain and make money both directions. Austria is willing to take a bunch of grain off our hands. Yeah. So it's profitable coming in, it's profitable going out. That should actually give us some more tariffs. Apparently we need more tea. Are we adding? Let's add some tea, because that just seems to be just flat out profitable. Tools. Oh, that's right. We need to make an adjustment to the tools. Did that other that iron mine here? Let's get this thing up to the. Let's get this thing up to the tippy top here. And let's adjust the. Let's adjust to here. That's going to lose money at first because we don't have enough iron. And what we could do is we could do a temporary import of iron. Yeah, all this will be productive now. This doesn't use convoys. It's less protective, but it doesn't use convoys. So let's do that. Once that iron mine is done, though, is one iron mine going to be enough? What else can we do with the... Okay, so with these extra tools, where can we add more tool usage, potentially, that we haven't done yet? Oh, we could go up to here. So get more meat. And we could use tools in the iron mine itself, which will probably make sense. Okay. And we'll just need more tools as we oh wait, we're exporting out tools? What the heck is that all about? Okay, we passed appointed bureaucrats. Good. We'll have to rebalance some stuff here in a second. We're actually making money somehow. I'm not sure what kicked in there. Tariffs, I think the tariffs have come up quite a bit. Grain going in, grain going out. And I guess we're tariffing. Okay, what we could do actually is we can go to that tariff for tools, which we do not control. We don't control this. It's very productive, but we do not control this. What we can do is we can actually tax a 30% tariff on increase the tariffs on exports. That'll make this increase the tariff on exports. We're exporting this out. We're tariffing it more, so it reduces the productivity, but it'll discourage them from wanting more, right? It'll just discourage them from doing it. And try to hedge that a little bit to keep some of those tools back home, which is what we want. So we got a number of groups that want the censorship added. And I think what we do is we do this. This will make the petite bourgeois really happy. I think what we do is we actually go for something like this. Man, if we could get rid of the monarchy, that would be huge. Huge. And I'm just thinking maybe we want to do something that'll make them happy first and then swing back around to that. This would make the landowners... This actually even makes the clergy happy, right? Yeah. I think what we do is we try to pass censorship now, right? We have some radicalism for a couple groups because of the censorship. We pass this because we do kind of want this. And then what we do is we swing around and we actually we try to get rid of the monarchy. This will be a big move to pull this off. So we'll see if we can do that. So this should pass, hopefully just maybe in the first go or something. I don't know. The rural folk... Who's going to help us pass the monarchy? How do we increase our chances here? It's only the trade unions. And they're marginalized. And there's nothing we can really do about that. We could at least kick out the rural folk to increase legitimacy. Yeah, honestly, I think the rural folk are going to take a little bit of a pause here. Increase our legitimacy, let these things pass a little bit more rapidly. And then just with the intelligentsia, who we should still be bolstering. Look at this. Look at the clout of the landowners. It's literally plummeting. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. We'd have a 13% chance to pass this. This isn't the best. The petite bourgeois are a big factor in sort of opposing this, actually. And we're trying to suppress them, right? Yeah. Technically, we could get rid of some of the consumption tax as well that we've added in order to suppress another group to help pass. Yeah, I think that's going to be worth it. This is going to be very difficult to get rid of the monarchy. So let's get rid of the consumption tax on tea, which is actually going to be very profitable when we build these additional tea plantations. That is going to be really, really good. Let's use this extra authority that we just mustered up to suppress the clergy even more. I mean, if we could even marginalize them, that'd be nuts. That would be nuts. Let's pass this hopefully on a 45% chance here. Hopefully the game should be running a lot. There we go. We got this. So that's going to give everybody a nice little bump up in happiness. We could almost kind of let that sink in for a day or two, maybe. And then we're going to hit them, and we're going to hit them hard with the moving to here. This will only radicalize the landowners. In fact, the petit bourgeois is still going to like us. In fact, if the landowners had +2, if they had literally 2 more happiness, they wouldn't even be radicalized by this. Which is nuts. But let's see. Let's see if they try to revolt against us. They might. I mean, this is the final nail in the coffin for them. They have to push back against this, basically. Okay, so that fixed the, I think this fixed, yes. Tax capacity all across the country is now way up. Way up, actually, with that. Appointed bureaucrats actually made the difference there. Oh, that might have been the little bump in money that we actually got when it just randomly kind of went up, and we're like, what the heck caused that? Dialectics would be good because this would give us another option at the universities that we're now building. Well, eventually we'll want railways. Yeah, sure. Modern sewage is actually probably going to be better than... This is probably actually going to be better than railways because this will just give us more infrastructure just sort of based on our high population, that our country does have really high population. Infrastructure is actually looking pretty good. It's getting a little tight here, right? There's only 19 here. 14's being used. But I think we're going to be kind of chilling on how much we're going to be building out here. In fact, we're not even going to need that much wood production if we do eventually switch to iron frame. And I'm trying to wonder, how do we move to iron frame without at least nitroglycerin, which we have. This is what we can do with this is we can use explosives to get more iron out of the iron mines. So actually, where is our iron mine here? We'll kind of look at that for a second. So the iron mine itself makes, what does this make by itself? 20? 20. Okay, so we could pump it up here, and this would be 40. If we had coal, we could actually pump it to 40. Then we could go here and get 12 or, I think 12 or more maybe. Because I don't know if this is factoring. I think it'll double actually to 25. I think if we were on the atmospheric engine pump and we had nitroglycerin, I think this might be 25 if I'm not mistaken. This really does ramp up. Because I thought for sure dynamite was plus 40. So I'm guessing, or even more. So it must scale with these, I'm pretty sure. The condensing pump would be even better. It would triple the output of one single iron mine. In order to make this switch, we're going to need 300 iron. Now, what we could do is we could see if the Great Chin has a big excess of iron, or if someone over here has a big, and maybe we could just get by just importing the iron, potentially, if it comes in real cheap. Literally, all of this tool demand is just our exports. I mean, it's making the tool factory very productive, but it's sending up the costs of tools that all the other businesses are using. So we need to make another tool industry, which is going to use more iron. In fact, what's our iron situation looking like? Because of the trade route, we have it down. We need to build more iron. Because obviously we're saying we need to make this big transition at some point. And eventually that's going to require coal even. What is the technology? Oh, is it this? The condensing engine, it's right here. It's auto spreading. This by itself is going to give us triple the amount of output out of an iron mine. So I think we're getting very close to being able to actually like just move up here. So I'm not too worried about, yeah, I don't think we're going to build any more construction sectors. I think we're going to try to make the jump to the here. That's also going to reduce the wood demand, which will probably be when we start producing hardwood. We need to make, okay, what's this all about? Okay, that's annoying. That's extremely annoying. The petit bourgeois is not even that upset with us. If they're Vadamux, I don't understand this. To me, this is so nonsensical. To me, this is completely nonsensical. And actually, it kicked them out of government, so yeah, okay. That is so nonsensical. All because the landowners were 2 points under the radicalization. It makes it so that we can't, I don't know, that's just crazy to me. What do we want to pass? That is just absolutely insane to me. That it won't let us get this out of here. I mean, I think almost what we need to do at this point then is just do something that really gets the landowners to be extremely upset. We could try to pass a slavery ban. Right? We could try to do this. This will upset the landowners significantly. And then at that point we just say, well, forget you guys. Alternatively, we try to do some things that the industrialists are interested in, and we cool it a little bit on some of this other stuff. Heck, we could do something like this without anyone getting upset. This would make a lot of people happy. Well, here's the thing. If the landowners revolt against us, then we kind of want the rural folk to be in government. Yeah, I think we do this on a 28% chance. I think we go for this. Let's try to ban slavery here. And let's see if they revolt. And this time, if they revolt, it better be just them. Right? Bring it on. Let's... And this should be just Pegu. Okay, just Pegu. We can deal with a revolt against the landowners with just Pegu. Let's have this trigger. This will create a little bit of a succession, and then there'll be a little bit of a war here. Interestingly enough, yeah, we don't care about making them happy at this point. We want to actually... Yeah, okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So here's the issue. Our legitimacy is tanked. And they're not revolting. This has happened. It's always like 87% that they just freak out. It's like, let's go. Finish it off. To me, this can't be intended. Like, this can't make any sense. They pile up, hey, we're going to revolt. Hey, we're going to revolt. Hey, we're going to revolt. And then they don't. It's like, no, let's go. Let's go. Instead, they just tank your legitimacy by refusing to be in government so that this will take literally forever to come around. We could just wait for this to pass, but it's probably taking 5 years for this to get around right now. 3 years. Okay, you know what the heck? We'll stand our ground here. How could we increase our legitimacy at all? Size of government. I mean, technically, what would it be to kick these guys? Yeah, that's not worth. Totally not worth. In fact, look at the loyalists that we're building up from this. I mean, this is insane, right? And if this revolt would just completely decay, we could add... Well, I guess we couldn't add them to government. It's your choice to be out of government, buddy. You were welcomed in, and it's your choice to be out of it. I think it's because these loyalists came up so high, right? That must be what stopped it. But it's just amazing to think it's like a week or two, and it would have just happened. It's just, I don't know. Stuff like that is so dumb. I don't know if there's something we can do to actually, like, anger them more so. Trade routes need convoys. Okay, so let's get some ports. Let's get those ports. Honestly, I'm tempted just to finish this off. These ports are going to make money. And we're just going to have to wait 3 years, but if we can hit this 30% chance, that'll be fantastic. Interestingly enough, what are the chances? The stalled chance is very low and the advanced chance is very high, and that's because the landowners are not here to, they're not in government to oppose. Actually, I'm not even sure where the, I guess they're, it's just the fact that, yeah, I mean, they're just not relevant anymore. Problem is, it's just that it's going to take like 3 years for this to happen. I mean, if this would, that just went down by a big chunk. If this would go away, then we could just pass. Ooh, is it going down by 5 at a time? I'm not sure what's happening here, to be honest. In fact, actually, they're almost like, dang, maybe we should have gone the other way with it. We did that event to make them more angry, but maybe we should have done that event to make them more happy. Dang, a little bit of a goof there potentially. Oh, you know what we can be doing? We can actually be suppressing them. Oh, we are literally about to full on marginalize the clergy. That would be huge. In fact, actually, if we pass separation of church and state, the clergy would be 100% marginalized, which would just completely kick them out of relevance, I think, which would be so great. GDP is doing fairly good. It's not, I mean, you know, really, like, our GDP, to be fair, our true potential as a nation is limited in our legal system right now. And we're building what we can. We're doing what we can there. All of the things that we're building are relatively intelligent. But yeah, diplomatic tour sounds good. The rural folk are, you know, let's get them a little bit more clout. In fact, bolstering them could be a good thing. That's going to finish very soon, which is nice. Dynamite's going to be way too far down the road to do that at the moment. Modern sewage, we talked about how that's going to be good when we need infrastructure. I don't think we need the infrastructure right now, though. 31%. If we could just hit this on the first go, this would be amazing. Because otherwise we're going to get stuck in this loop-de-loo. And that's not going to be good. Alternatively, I think if these numbers were to adjust a little bit, then the revolt itself might kind of fizzle away. There's a number of ways that I think this revolt can fizzle away. Look at these. Look at the radicals. The radicals are just tanking right now. And you're telling me this revolt still has enough steam to maintain 76%? I don't think this should ever be at an equilibrium. Either you're going away, or you're going to revolt. Let's like, you know what I mean? Like, let's go, buddy. Let's go. Why is it coming down? Standard of living. At the end of the day, you give people some good standard of living, and that's that. Lots from discrimination, actually. %, man. If we could just hit this would be huge. This would be huge. So you want to talk about standard? You know what I bet you we could. You know what I bet we could do? I'll do it if this doesn't pass on the 33. I'm going to try to lower taxes. And we're going to try to raise standard of living by lowering taxes. And see if that actually tanks this radical number even more. Or increases loyalists. Because I'm sure these can go up because of standard of living too, right? Yeah, it's main factor. Here we go. We're coming up on this, and it's literally, our legitimacy is at an all-time low, so it's taking forever for this to go around and around. Landowners have never had such little relevance. They're really not even that far off from being not even radicalized, right? -10 is that number. And they're at -13, -14 now. Come on, come on. Nope. That's frustrating. That's extremely frustrating. Let's reduce these taxes here and see what this does. I mean, I guess technically we could raise taxes to try to... What the heck just happened? Oh, we're not building anything. It's like, how did we start making that much money? More iron mines, maybe. Another tool. Dang. Eventually, once we get a certain amount of iron mines, we'll need the explosives that are produced at the chemical plant. The chemical plant will require sulfur. I wonder where we're going to be able to get that imported from. Don't have a lot of bureaucracy at the moment, actually. Although we can adjust, that's right, we can adjust their worker modes to get more bureaucracy. Let's get more paper production, which will be used at our universities and such. Again, I'm not too worried about the wood situation because I think once we switch, we're not building anything, so that's why that number's all out of whack. Yeah, at some point we're going to need some coal. I'm going to go up to 4 iron mines. I'm going to go up to 1 coal mine. And honestly, we need way more tools. We just need tons of tools. Oh, you know what? We never switched? Oh, no. We never switched the mode, the glass mode, to leaded glass. So that lead mine's been doing nothing this whole time. We might need more glass. How much glass do we lose if we go to porcelain production? Lots of glass gets lost. But if we had a lot more lead, then we could get a lot more glass that away. Let's build all this stuff here. Okay, we're losing money because of we've reduced tax, so we should be reducing these because the standard of living should be adjusting, right? Huh. Except it's not. I wonder if... Giving the trade unions, getting them online might be good. Might be good. Like, is this going to go away or not? What's the dealio here, man? Like, if they would just revolt, that'd be fine. Like, I'd be cool with it. I'm almost tempted to switch this around and start taxing more. This would lower legitimacy. Oh, this raises legitimacy. You know, what the heck? Let's try just tanking this down. And then alternatively swinging in, like, maybe a new consumption tax or something like that to compensate. These guys are as suppressed as they're ever going to get, I think. And if we need more tea, let's keep making tea because we have that consumption tax on it. Yeah, we need more tea. Is this getting traded out? No, it's just getting consumed. It's just getting consumed. So we've lowered taxes significantly, but we've raised some consumption taxes. So I'm kind of thinking this number should be tanking, but it's not. Loyalists are going up at a big rate, though. And that should have increased our legitimacy, maybe enough that this won't take so long to go around. I don't know. I'm kind of fingers crossed here on how this is going to work, but I think we're rolling with it at the moment. That gives us 5% more bureaucracy. That gives us more authority. More authority could actually be kind of nice at the moment. I have kind of everything I want over here. A lot of this stuff down here will take a long time. Rail eventually. This is for steel making. We're just not quite there yet in some of this stuff. I don't understand why this is allowed to equilibrium. Guys, thanks everybody for being here. I think we're going to take a pause here, and then I will see you guys in the next episode. GDP's gone way up, though. I don't love the fact that we're having to cut taxes as sharply as we are to pull this off, because that is a lot of money that we are going to eventually start accruing some just to try to manage this and get this passed and stuff. But it does seem like this is going to pass. I don't know. What's the cycle here? At 218 days, we'll at least have a 25% chance at it. We'll have to see. Guys, thanks everybody for being here. Really appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next episode. Playlist link down below in the description will get you to the next episode. And I read every comment and respond to every question. So if you have those, leave them in the comments. Guys, thanks for being here. I'll see you guys in the next episode.